G'day YouTube, TheDoleBludgers back here for round 23 of our footy tipping shit. I've lost.
Yeah.
I think at this point, everybody could lose every single game, and I still wouldn't be able to catch up in these last 2 weeks.
No.
Yeah, so I've won the spoon. Congratulations to me. Go fuck yourself, Cam.
Yeah. How many tips did you get? 4?
Apparently 4.
Yeah. I think I got 6.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, things are heating up. It's pretty much come down to the bottom 4 of the top 8 with sort of 6 to like 12. It could go either way with any of these teams.
Yeah.
And they're all playing each other, so who knows what the top 8 is going to be.
Yeah.
Well, our first game of the week is Collingwood versus the Brisbane Lions at Marvel Stadium. Thoughts?
It's going to be a tough game. I think the betting odds actually have Brisbane as the favourite by a few cents or something like that. Probably because of like Darcy Moore's being out. Obviously like Nick Dacus is still out and stuff like that. So tough game. I'll probably still go Collingwood, but I could definitely see Brisbane winning this one.
I agree, but I disagree. I could definitely see Collingwood win this one. Brisbane is shit, Victoria.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go Collingwood 12 points.
Fair. Yeah, I'll probably go Collingwood 5 points.
Our next game is Richmond versus North Melbourne at the MCG.
Who really cares? Richmond doesn't really matter. Hopefully Jack Riewoldt will get like a good finish for his game or something like that for his final game. Well, not his final game, but you know. But yeah, probably like, I don't know, 30 points, 40 points.
Sort of like what Josh Kennedy did last year, where he got like 8 goals, Riewoldt, sort of same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go Richmond 30 points with Jack Riewoldt getting 100 goals.
100 goals. Yeah, I'll go. Richmond 30 points. Probably imagine like Jack Riewoldt getting like at least 6 goals or something. So
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Our next game is Gold Coast versus Carlton at Heritage Bank Stadium. Have they even lost a game there this year?
Heritage Bank. Gold Coast.
Yeah.
They lost to Melbourne by like 4 points. That's the only game I can think of. So I can see this being a big upset for sure.
Yeah, I've got to tip Gold Coast.
You're going to tip Gold Coast? Yeah. I'll probably go Carlton still, just because, you know, they're doing so well. They're on a crazy run. But yeah, I can see Gold Coast winning. I'll probably go Carlton 6 points or something like that.
Yeah, I'll go Gold Coast. I'm going to go 10 points. Now let's talk about real quick the controversy between Carlton and Melbourne last week.
The Petrarca goal?
Yeah.
That was fucking dumb.
What are your opinions on that? Yeah.
I just think AFL being like, in my opinion, the biggest sport in Australia, and yet our camera quality is worse than, you know, the NRL and shit like that. It's like, I don't understand, man. Yeah, should have been a goal. I think it should have been a goal.
Yeah, I've got to agree.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people being like, oh, fucking shut up, Melbourne supporters and shit like that.
We're not Melbourne supporters.
Usually I agree.
Yeah.
But I think in this circumstance, it's just Carlton supporters being a bit like, just let us have this one.
Just let us be in the finals.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So sorry, Carlton, but you're wrong. Our next game is GWS versus Essendon at Giants Stadium.
Ooh. Yeah, got to go Giants here. Home field advantage. I think they lost to Sydney recently at Giants Stadium, but Essendon, to me, I think they've just dropped off too much now, unfortunately. Unfortunately for you as well, because you had them up there. I'm going to go Giants, probably like 7 points.
I agree.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually completely agree. Margin's a bit tricky. I feel like it's going to be more heated towards Giants. I'm going to go 15 points.
15. Fair.
Our next game is St Kilda versus Geelong at Marvel Stadium.
Shit. I'll let you start this one because it's your team in it.
I think both teams are incredibly difficult to tip this year.
Yeah.
Whenever I tip Geelong, they lose. Whenever I don't, they win.
Same with
and
Saints.
It's the same with St Kilda.
It's the same with Saints.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm going to change my tip. I originally had Geelong.
Yeah.
But just so I can make sure in my head that Geelong wins, I'm going to tip St Kilda.
Fair.
I want to tip St Kilda by 6 points. Just to sort of do a bit of a dodgy. Because both teams do the opposite of what I want them to do.
Literally, yeah. This is such a fucking hard game. Saints need to win this to basically stay into the finals race. Same for Geelong. Saints have had a record of beating Geelong at Marvel in the past. I think they were the last team to beat Geelong last year before they went on that crazy 15 game win streak or something.
True.
But yeah, fuck, it's hard. Jesus, I think Hawkins is back this week, potentially. I will go Geelong. I just think Saints are just so fucking hard to tip. And again, like you said, if I tip Saints, they'll fucking lose. If I tip Saints. If I don't tip Saints, they'll win. I'll go Geelong. Probably like, I don't know, 12 points.
Fair.
Fucking hard game, bro.
Now, I think this is the hardest game of the week. Adelaide versus Sydney at Adelaide Oval.
Ooh, yeah.
On current form, Sydney's the better team. But there's something about Adelaide this year.
Yeah.
There's a hunger. Like, they want to win their games, and they're trying so fucking hard to win them.
Yeah.
Whereas other teams, like Geelong and St Kilda, for example, they've got no spirit.
True.
They're lacking spirit this year. But Adelaide has that fucking spirit behind them.
Yeah.
And since this is Adelaide Oval, I'm going to go Adelaide 10 points.
Yeah. I think you just got to go Adelaide here. Even though Sydney's been doing that crazy run, like they're in the top 8 now, out of nowhere, essentially. But yeah, I think Adelaide's just too good at home. They're just such a good home side, and I really want Taylor Walker to get that Coleman, which doubt it'll happen, but I hope he gets another like bag of 6 or something. So got to go Adelaide. What did you say? 10 points?
Yeah, I went 10 points.
10 points. Yeah, I'll probably go Adelaide 10 points as well. So yeah, close game.
Crazy thing about Tom Hawkins being in this Coleman race.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't like races.
Yeah.
Our next game is Dogs versus West Coast at Marvel Stadium. You got to pick the Dogs.
Got to pick the Dogs. So devastated after last week, man. And again, probably going to cost Bontempelli another Brownlow, which is just fuck me, bro. So yeah, got to go Dogs, probably like 70 points. Hoping for a 100-point smashing for that margin boost, but yeah, 70 points.
I don't really think it would cost him the Brownlow just yet, because Petrarca had a bad day out. Yes, Butters was probably best on ground, but he's been a bit up and down this season. So as far as Brownlow stands right now in this round would be, Dacos is probably ahead.
True.
You've got 2 rounds, and if Bontempelli can get best on ground in one of them and maybe pull a couple votes in the other, he has a chance.
True.
We'll see what happens against Geelong.
Geelong, exactly. What's the margin for West Coast?
You know what? An even 100 points.
100 points? Nice. Yeah, that's what I'd hope, but I'm going to 70 because we're just so poopy.
Fair. Melbourne versus Hawthorn at MCG. This could be a real underdog story.
Yeah.
Because Hawthorn has been killing it the last few weeks.
They're on a run. Beat Collingwood, beat Brisbane, beat the Dogs. They could easily beat Melbourne here. I think they did beat them earlier in the year. So, yeah, I'm almost certain they fucking beat Melbourne earlier in the year.
It's possible.
So,
vaguely familiar.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like Hawks could probably do it. They do have 2 really good taggers who can just negate Petrarca and Oliver like they did to the Dogs, to Nick Dacos. Fuck, I could almost be tempted to pick Hawthorn here. I'm going to go the safe tip with Melbourne, actually, though.
Yeah, I got to agree. I'm just going to go Melbourne 10 points.
10 points? Yeah, probably go Melbourne 10 points as well. But yeah, man, like, Hawthorn, bro, I think they could be really good next year.
Fucking hope not.
Yeah.
But I have been impressed by them this year.
They have been good.
You know how, like, you've been a fan of Collingwood this year despite actually hating Collingwood?
Yeah.
I fucking hate Hawthorn with my guts. But I will admit, I have been a fan of their team this year.
Yeah.
I find them quite entertaining to watch.
That's true. John Newcomb, bro. 40 disposals. Fucking smashed us.
Sicily's one I like.
True.
Our last game of the week is Fremantle versus Port Adelaide at Optus Stadium. You know what? Fremantle could be a dark horse this week. But given the hunger of Port Adelaide right now, their dire need to be in that top 2, to get a home game at Adelaide Oval, you've got to pick Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
Ken Hinkley is going to be fucking unreal on that night. He's going to be like fuming and fucking dancing around like a crazy lunatic as he does. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, I'm going to go Port Adelaide 30 points.
Port Adelaide 30. Whew. Yeah, I could see that happening actually. I'll probably give Fremantle the benefit of the doubt and give them a lower margin than that. But yeah, I'll go Port Adelaide, probably like 12 points.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a hunger. Like, same thing with Adelaide that I was saying. Both Adelaide teams this year have the best spirit in the competition, I think.
True.
Like, yeah, they're sort of up and down as players goes.
Yeah.
Like, they're not the best team in the Collingwood is.
Yeah. By
a clear mile.
Yeah.
But Port Adelaide and Adelaide both look hungrier than Collingwood does. That's why I don't think Collingwood's going to win the premiership this year. It's the fucking hungry team that win it. I honestly think Port Adelaide's going to win this year.
Fair. Well, you called it. If Port Adelaide win, this guy called.
But if Adelaide sneak into finals, though,
that would be. I can see that happening. I can see that happening. Yeah.
That could be a dark horse.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's our tips for this week. Please like, subscribe, comment your shit and all that fucking shit, and go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.